Welcome back to Afterlife. It's episode number 18. As dawn approaches, it should be time to venture off into that other town that we found, where we've literally just made the corner edge and another trader location. Having that been the only thing we've found, there's a lot to see there. That's where I want to be. However, it's Horde Night. At least I think it is. Of course, we still don't have a watch of any kind, so we don't know with absolute certainty, but I'm trying to keep track. Hopefully I've remained accurate with that. So, if I'm on it, it's Horde Night, which means it's not time to venture off into another town because we don't want to run the risk of still being there a hair too late. So, what can I do around town? Well, realistically, the best thing to do with my day is to mine. I think acquiring some resources so that we have long-term benefit from that, the long-term gain from having those resources and things going into the forge will help us a lot more than anything else I can do around town today. I mean, there's places that have been looted that maybe we could loot that second time, but there's always diminishing returns with that. There's so much less that second time around, and you still have to go in and kill those zombies again. So we'll try to ignore those zombies today. We're going to do some looting. It's going to be a few short clips of that. Otherwise, I'm going to head over to the Horde base a little bit early and try to amplify our defenses a little bit. The next thing we have to prepare against, as vultures, totally under control now. The melee, simple, regular zombies, we've got that pretty firmly under control. What we have not begun any preparations for is spiders, and spiders absolutely can and will get up on the roof when they decide that we're at a game stage high enough for them to arrive. Something we're going to need a lot of early on is iron, so we're going to begin the day by mining some iron. Having a clear line of sight is going to be important too. Low-hanging branches on this evergreen is a recipe for issues, so we're going to chop this one down. It could also help me with honey acquisitions. So logging already up to level 8 from this process. Instantly though, that's a lot of wood, so we're right into the bike. And mining up to level 9. Gosh, neither one of these are even at that day 1 base 10 yet. Mining up to level 10. So we finally hit that baseline mark. And we're only just getting started. Gathering reaching a 14. And we're starting to pick up the pace on these. Still taking the occasional tree, right? Just mixing it up a little bit. Logging up to level 9. I think we're going to get it to a 10 here pretty quick too. Mining up to an 11. Pickaxe is up to level 7. One definitely comes up a lot slower than the other skills we're working on. Mining up to 13. Mining up to 14 now. We're definitely starting to make a dent. We've been at it for a little while here. Really, I think there's plenty of day still to go. So I'll probably be at it a while yet. But we're probably going to have to make our first trip back. The bike is very nearly full. I think it's at 95 of the 100 kilograms it can hold. and I'm just starting to get overweight myself. So we're gonna run back and unload here quite soon, and we'll get a lay of the land on what the time frame is like at this stage. And it sounds like we've brought a friend back. Oh, how do I get out of here? Oh, there's my hole. Right now I've got a nice clean path out. So checking in on the day, it's definitely well past noon, but not yet 6 o'clock. So we've got a little bit of time to head back. It's not going to be a second full load, but as we are now empty on that first load, we'll hustle back over there for, well, a couple of reasons. One, because, you know, limited time frame left in the day, but two, we don't want to be out exposed in this rain for very long, especially as I won't have a campfire to dry off once we get back to the mine. But once we get down inside, I'll actually have head cover and should be able to stay dry. I love that we've got iron and copper just right here, and coal not too far away as well. It sets us up pretty nicely on that part, keeping the vitality high. Gathering 16. I've leveled things up just enough that it's taking one less hit now to get through a block than what it took before, and it's covering off most everything. Shovels we had already brought down a level. I think it's taking, oh gosh, what is it? 8 hits? Maybe it's down to 6. Don't quote me on that. But it's definitely taking one fewer hit to break through everything when it comes to mining a block, and it's a big difference on time. Looks like our exit, I'm gonna have to pull one more block away on it to properly get down to the inside of the mine without having to jump out, which I'm not a fan of, especially once you get heavy. Wrong with a little clay. Yeah, 56 a hit is what we're getting now, and that is even on a regular stone block, one less hit than before. I was having 9 left, and now I'm able to get through it all. It's 4. It's 4 on the shovel, not 8 or 6. You can see digging still not quite 10. Mining up to a 15. And there's our first crack of thunder. It's 6 o'clock. I'm going to finish this block, and we're going to go ahead and head out of here because I'd like to have that little bit of extra time in order to beef up the base a little more. So the haul was 350 iron ore, as I had nothing prior to this one, that being the main thing that we pulled out of there. But I got plenty of small stone, and we'll definitely take some of that with us by scrapping this guy, and then that'll help me with the base construction. And we brought back plenty of wood as well, maybe 60, and clay soil was down to almost nothing, so we brought back maybe 250. All in all, it's not a huge haul, but when levels were below 10 when we started, to get a lot of levels to 14, 15 from about a 7, good progress. Sun's getting a lot lower than I thought. It's coming on pretty quick. We haven't even made it over there yet. I've got the plant fibers. I just grabbed the clay. We've got a wood bucket with us. We're out of mortar, so doing upgrades is now impossible without some mortar. So we're gonna get that taken care of here quickly. So we'll have the mortar. We can do repairs, we can do upgrades, but we don't have much time. So let me get the mortar on the go. That'll be done in a minute. Food and water's fine for the night. I have not been able to do anything about the infection though for the last couple of days, so it is slowly on the rise again. Position is just fine down here. This fence on the sideline where we've seen the last couple hordes largely come from that side is definitely getting weaker. I wonder if I have wood to add more spikes up there, but the spikes we have been holding up just fine so far. So we've got an awkward shape that's already in place. Hard to navigate around without some destruction, so we're going to have to think of that at some point. And then we've been able to wrap at least to the back corner. We're adding one more block to the back, so I have room to back up and kind of avoid being attacked on, virtually all sides. But we've done nothing with this side wall yet. We're eventually going to also need a door on that side. We've got to finish this back, but I don't have enough stone with me to continue on, even though I do have some more mortar. But we've got to maintain some stone for a couple purposes. One, repairs. And two, we might need more arrows, but at 76 I think we're going to be fine on that part. And the horde's almost upon us. Alright, and Horde Night has begun. I'm guessing we had a vulture coming in, and we do. Get low. I might actually be able to get a shot in on him, and I do. Nice. Pretty smooth start to the night so far. I've only managed to do just a very small amount of damage, as this was at a full 1,000 when the night started. Saw a shadow of a vulture coming in. Get back under our position. Where is he? There he is. Seem to be flying a lot lower tonight. The others, they'll come in, hit that sidewall, and then come up and over. Loot bag, definite reason to go downstairs. Got a couple in the window. I don't know if they're going to come out though once I go down. Find out here. No, they're stuck. Bad timing. Very bad timing on him coming around the corner, but we got him down, and we go up. Two tactical warfare books. Not sure what else came in. Loot. Bunch of stone, I think. I have a lot of stone that I did not have a moment ago. Means I could actually afford to do a few more of these upgrades tonight. Those guys came out that window finally. Got some arrows in their side. I had hit them. Deer getting chased. Take himself out. Repairs is done. Just got scratching for the second time tonight. Spears level 21. Definitely got a group hanging out here on this east fence, so we're gonna thin them out a little bit while things are quiet. Get some archery skill as well. If we're lucky, get a loot bag. I think we're also late enough into the night that if we do get a loot bag, that it'll still be around in the morning. We're gonna get 11. Finally beyond day 1 skill. Definitely not a fan of how the ladder kind of works on pushing them. So I think before the next Horde Night, if I remember, I'm going to try to make a stairway or a ladder on the other side of the fence, and then bring them across a thin hole where there's a good chance that they can fall along the way. That way they don't stack up in front and they don't stack up on top of each other. Makes fighting a lot easier. Mode. Definitely into the later phase of the night. Right now we're not under any threat. But it has turned out to be another easy night for us, at least so far. Game stage is still low enough. Now, of course, if we didn't start as the Enigma, not only would we have had better things earlier, our Horde Nights would be tougher at this stage than they are. I mean, we've still got random wandering zombies out there. It's starting to rain. Almost done, but most of the zombies that are left are hanging out inside the building, trying to destroy the building from the inside to reach me. And really not succeeding very well with that. Here's a couple like stragglers trying to get in close. But a construction worker seems to have maybe a little more range than what he normally has, because he's definitely hitting me from further away than others can. The weather has suddenly changed. I'm guessing that it's morning. Oh, it is. It is morning, alright. So, base is already... repairs are done. We do still have some zombies out here to deal with. Nothing too bad. Let's just draw them out. There they are. One of the main reasons for playing Horde Night. Spear just broke. First hit of the morning. Definitely not having a great start to the morning. Backed myself into the fence earlier than I thought. And then didn't notice it right away, so suddenly ran out of space. I had my spear break on the very first hit, but we're getting this out just fine. Some clubbing experience is also probably a good thing. It's only at 14. And we don't know what permanent weapon. It's good to have more than one option. Especially as looting could really impact. If you really lock yourself into one, you're locked in. Right? If you don't level up at least a couple simultaneously, you're going to leave yourself in a whole heap of trouble when you're not looting what you want or need. You could have a significantly better weapon in another category, but without any levels, it's pretty useless to you. Spear do 276. We might only have one repair left in it. But that is the night done. Positions getting better and better day by day. Well, with it being morning, for one, our base is clear. We've already got things dropped off. But for two, we're past Horde Night, so we're able to move on. And we're going to head down that road, venture into the not-so-nearby forest biome town. It's a little bit of a ride to get there, but nothing too bad. We'll be there soon enough. Alright, so as we enter town, we've been to Trader Rex's second compound. Of course, he is nowhere to be found once again. We're going to see what else we have out here. Corn, you know, I haven't looked to see if any of that corn might be harvestable. Got a house, we got a barn. Maybe we break straight into the barn. If this is the place I think it might be, straight into the barn will get us the loot. Okay, there's definitely some ears of corn to harvest here. And this does look like the place that brings you underground into the barn for the final loot. So we're gonna sneak on in, skip straight ahead to the best loot, and begin from there. One of the things about today is taking a place one at a time is not the best route, not the best path. It's one, it takes too long. Two, the amount of just random loot that you come up with, not the most helpful. So anywhere where you can bypass and skip ahead and shorten the process is gonna help you out. There's what I was looking for. There's the exit from the tunnel. This is the place I thought it was. Yeah, there's where you start. That lattice. Up onto the second story. So we're saving a lot of time. There's a kitchen over there. I mean, there's food and cookbooks that you might be able to get. But here's where your main fight's gonna be. We've got a quick exit that way. Maybe we'll take them out onto the street. Guessing this will be less bad than what it normally is. We got 3 zombies visible so far. Combat 20. More friends. At least 4 of them. Stamina. I knew it was a little ways to get over here, but it's further than I thought. For one thing, game stage is now 40, overall levels 13. We're ahead of 1,000 kills now, still just the 3 deaths. One of those from the infection, so we've done really well with that. You can see our road into town. We've covered some distance to get down here. It's not that far, but on the bike's not much faster than going on foot. Really, what the bike does for you is it gives you 100 kilograms of storage space. And there's that main loot over there. Easy through the first phase. The last one does involve a jump, which is unusual. It's not normal for a POI to force a jump on you. We definitely have some rough clearance though. But it's not easy. Not the easiest jump. Run! Okay, we're ready. Oh, nice. Manuka honey. Definitely good medical right there. It's going to take us a while to break into that one. Check that weapons bag. Bow. Might be better quality than what we have right now. Let's go ahead and get all the crates open. Before searching them, I'm going to use what stamina I have left to start breaking into it. I do have some lock picks. 5,000. You know what? Let's see what we can do about that. We're going to try to pick the lock. 17 seconds. Didn't get very far with that one. Lock picking 2. Inside 10 seconds. Much better on the second pick. Inside 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Oh, locked out there. Great job. We're in. We've got an athletic outfit with no armor rating. Scrap. Rawhide. Use. Vehicle off-road headlights mod schematic. Very handy. We will need that. Helmet light mod. Really? My other save. Only found one of those in like 70 days. That's the second one here. And That's a 3-player game, so only one of us has. Okay, bow hunters. Yes, we'll read that. Tech planet. I'll read 1, scrap 1. And wiring 101, we'll scrap that. So that'll get us a couple fragments to go back with. We're also going to scrap this umbrella. Alright, we'll grab the last of the loot and get out of here. There's a couple zombies outside that are interested in eating our brains. Let's go ahead and drink our golden rod and then use the bottle to fill up that water. Quick exit right there. So the next place is a checkpoint of some kind. Those are usually a bit of a higher tier, so we definitely don't want to bother with that one. So we're going to go back the other way. That's Trader Rect on the right. You know, there's usually good loot at these little corner ones. There's a bus up ahead. I think we'll head that direction after making a quick stop here for maybe some seeds or some generally just probably rotting flesh. Definitely into a house. We've got a few exposed garages here that I think would be a good place to go pick up some loot. Definitely a bit easier. Pipe baton, okay. I know this place. We're gonna scrap that engine. There's no way I'm carrying that right now. Hitting up some mailboxes would be nice. Would be a smart move. You know, books. Okay. I know this place. This is very much separate from the POI itself. Should be one zombie inside, and that's about it. Some corn in the back. In the corner? No. Rafters? All clear, it looks like. Some steel ingots, a handy land. Read that, by the way, that batter up. Volume 1. It's a clubbing thing, so knock the ball out of the park with this technique. Do 10% more damage with clubs. All the more reason to get into the clubs. Ranger's Guide to Archery, Volume 2. Not quite a rocket launcher, but it will do craft exploding arrows and crossbow bolts. I'm the opposite in real life. Very much a minimalist, but in this game I'm very much a hoarder. I try not to drop most things. Especially in this mod, most things have a purpose. But as we are further away from home, like leaving that deer alone right now, we have meat. I don't have room. I can only carry so many things, so picking and choosing and letting items go while I'm already heavy. I don't want to go back yet. We just got here. Sniper volume something that we've already read, so scrap. Okay, Shotgun Weekly, definitely read that. I'd love to spec into shotguns. Wiring 101, we don't need right now. Please tell me you have water. You have 2. Hooray! Take that. Okay, we've definitely picked up some heavier things now, so we're going to swap these out. Put those steel ingots away. 10 kilos less that we're holding on to now. Oh, that was a tree, not a zombie. Okay. Looks like we might have a wandering horde, as I'm seeing a few zombies running through the woods there. This is just the entry for this house. But garage is a garage, and there's a few wrought iron ingots. A couple more corn. A couple of glue. And a couple friends coming in from both sides at the same time, and there's a third one coming in with them, a fourth one coming in. Okay, well, I'm backed into a corner a little bit, which is not great. That whole horde's coming for me. Okay, we need to get outside. I'm overloaded. I am not heavy weight-wise, but 15 over, so very much impacted, moving slow. I should be getting some loot bags from these guys. So far, it's nothing. Stamina's getting low, though. Come on. Right now, we're managing it well. Take care of the runner. two to deal with at the moment. Where's my freaking loot bag? Are you kidding me? I just killed half that horde and got 0 loot bags. Well, I think that's leaving me pretty dang heavy at the moment. So I don't think we're going to have much of a choice in the matter. We're going to cut through the woods right here. Because, yeah, there's the trader. Well, the hoarder in me probably could have come up with half a dozen things that we could have easily thrown out. I just couldn't get myself to do it, so we head back. We're almost into town now, so I'll be unloading, and I don't know where exactly the sun is. We are definitely past noon, but it's not night yet, so I'll have to figure something else out to do for the remainder of the day. There's a couple places in town that haven't been looted recently or at all, so we'll probably venture to one of those locations. In the meantime, plan right now is definitely to grind away on the looting part, as we're going to find all of our literature through those means. And right now, that's the primary method of progression, is not grinding out little levels combat-wise. You're going to get those while looting. So you're going to get that as a byproduct, and definitely not through mining. Well, mine is necessary, or, with filling those little gaps. But otherwise, this is really coming down to, we need books, and we need to find better loot, increase our loot stage, and that combination is going to come through looting. And this town is pretty well cleaned out, so yeah, I'm already pretty slow from that overabundance of stuff. So that's the short-term plan for sure. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.